I mean, it's great.
You know, no one's forcing you to do this.
There they are. Yeah, you say that and put the gun away then.
It's just a trank gun.
It's just a trank one. It still hurts for the few moments before I
think
fall
about what
asleep.
it does to me. Nothing.
At least just stop using the taser.
You started building up a fucking immunity. Boring.
We had electricity. We get along.
Trank gun, you just add more.
There's a puppy dog in here now.
I know Zoe has to be part of the recording.
Oh my god, you have a dog and I love this dog.
Hey, sit up here. Sit next to Stephen.
Sit next to Stephen.
Yay. Well, what's up, everybody? We almost forgot that we were supposed to be doing the show.
I know, it's so informal now that the studio has changed. It's like, it doesn't feel like we're recording. It just feels like we're just chilling. We've completely adjusted the room.
Now there's actually stuff in it, so it'll probably sound a little different.
And it's so relaxing that we may fall asleep halfway through the show.
I'm in an office chair, so I apologize if you're squeaking. Tatum's on a cushy ottoman, and
it's nice.
Steven's on a couch. And you're just really talking a mile a minute there.
Yeah, Stephen, give someone else a chance to talk.
So clearly there was something that happened, so we had to reschedule Greeley. We haven't actually scheduled him yet, but stay tuned. And by stay tuned, I mean check Facebook and or our
Greeley
website.
got abducted by aliens. That's what he was saying. I'm pretty sure it was just a family reunion, but there are aliens involved, from Mars or something either way. So sure, but he'll be back. He'll be back on this planet at some point, maybe in a fortnight.
I'm the one that schedules people, and I figured to make it less stressful for me, and more importantly, instead of going calling people and like, hey, can you do this? And I need to know right now. It occurred to me that the last time Stephen was on as an actual guest, not just as a speaker, like Halloween episode or something like that, you weren't there.
I know, I wasn't.
It was our third episode, and it was our last one.
Where was I?
You were at...
Was I at a convention?
I forget what it was. Maybe you were at a convention.
I think I was at a convention, yeah.
It was something... maybe it was. I'm pretty sure it was, and Greeley filled in for you. So this is technically our bottle episode. Which,
I love the bottle. Explain the terminology again, because I wasn't familiar with it.
It's a television term, but I'm, it's podcast, so I'm using this term, but it's a very inexpensive episode, and it uses little to no actors outside the main cast, and that would definitely be us. I guess our only addition is Zoe, our dog. So, hey, thanks for allowing yourself to talk a little more than you normally do.
Hello, it is so nice to be here with you today.
Sorry, that's awesome. That's really how he sounds, just so you know. Those of you listening, that's Stephen's real voice.
Yeah, she's incredibly butch. I thought it'd come out now.
This is my real voice.
You can't even look at us.
No, he can't. He can't make eye contact.
How long do you think he can keep that up? You are not a fast texter.
I know. Even so, he's like...
I love the dog side.
I know, and dogs are like, done. Over
I made
it.
a ham sandwich.
We have the AC on, too, apparently. It's too hot. Okay, let me just say.
It is really fucking hot. It is Texas, and it is April.
And we're not in an actual studio. We are in, I guess, what's also considered my office now. It's really hot. Normally, we turn off the AC so you guys don't have to hear it, but deal with it.
You'll manage, I'm sure.
It's what?
It is fucking hot here.
Seriously, how long are you going to put up with it?
I can't do that anymore.
Wait. Well,
the illusion is...
Type I have swamp ass and just play that. I want to hear what that sounds like on your phone. I have swamp ass. You probably want to write swamp ass as 2 words, because otherwise I'll probably pronounce it swampus.
Swampus.
like some kind of creature that
lives creepy.
That lives in...
I have swamp ass.
We could do this all... When we were looking over over like because I have a Google Translate on my phone, and I'm like, it won't cuss, but
Do
no.
I have this on my phone? Because I want to see.
Here's
Well,
what
it's
it
an
sounds
app
like
that
in
you can
German.
get.
I have swamp ass.
That's German.
That's German.
That's
That
German?
is
Wow.
apparently
Hold on,
German.
no, hold on.
No wonder it's
I've
easy to
got
learn.
Google Translate.
Oh, Zoe, I'm sorry. That was just my elbow on the door. I wasn't knocking it.
ass.
It was just me. No, it was
She
just
doesn't
me. She thinks it's someone at the door. It's totally just me. Oh my God, can I fuck with her? I just want to see. Come on. She had the greatest
Okay,
bark
this
when I
is
knocked
I
on the
have
door.
swamp ass in German.
Ich habe Sumpfarsch.
Zoe,
sweetie, come here.
You are
It's
such
just me. It's just me.
Yeah.
Come here. Look. It was just me. Look, see, it's just me.
Yeah, if you show her how you did it, yeah.
It's just me.
No, apparently she's like, who's
She's
at
like,
the
no,
door?
no. There's an axe murderer in the other room. I fucking know it.
Well,
So
this is riveting
cute.
conversation. I thought about it, and we hadn't done a show since we've had Zoe. I mean, it's Leah's show was like on March 4th, so
Yeah.
a lot has happened with us.
You should tell the story about how you came by Zoe, because how Zoe became part of the family. Because I don't think anyone knows that.
No, we mentioned it during the second 24-hour Anime Fans Give Back marathon.
That's right. That's right.
But to where I was even watching the chat, and someone was like, "I don't like this story," and then I'm like, "Well, it happened, but
It has a happy ending.
I guess
we have
she's
an
with
awesome
us.
dog.
Yeah, you have an awesome dog, and she's very happy.
Yes.
But I guess long story less long. Zoe was she was owned by some. She had been adopted already. She was a rescue. She used to be a stray.
Your microphone.
My microphone?
Yeah. Pull it in a little bit.
Pull it in. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like, I'm getting this.
This is why we normally don't have Steven in the room with us.
Yeah.
You're fucking it up. You're not
Tim
doing it
hasn't
right.
gotten anything.
Well, yeah.
He did tell me to bring it in a
yeah.
little while ago.
Because I didn't want Tatum to sound like he was making fucking margaritas in the fucking kitchen.
Tell us how you really feel.
Episode.
Wow.
Jesus.
This is a horrible bottle episode.
This
He's
is
just mean.
this is great. This gets all of our listeners to understand what a dick Steven really is.
I am such a big cock.
I was going to say, like, I'm married to him, but Tatum's kind of married to him, too. So,
I got to look at his ass every day. This past few weeks, past couple of months, we're getting kind of sick of looking at each other, so we can't look at each other now. I'm like, no, sweetie, don't. Stop looking at me. Don't look at me.
hey, what's going on with you? Oh,
Again.
nothing. Okay.
Well,
But
I've got
Another 7 hours in the booth with you.
know.
God damn.
and half of that time is just looking at shit on the internet. We never get anything
or making
done.
fun of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
like to
too.
bust each other's
Well, and
balls.
then the other person is very easily offended by poop jokes and stuff like
And
that.
that's the only thing they're offended by. This
Yeah.
person is offended by absolutely nothing else. Just poop jokes.
And
however tasteful.
Yeah, the other day, I guess it was yesterday, Tyson was in. And
Tyson Reinhardt.
Yeah, Tyson Reinhardt was in.
Who's
and
amazing.
Pro Tools kept on crashing. So we've got the new version of Pro Tools, 10.1, point whatever. And there's
Point
always
whatever's
bugs
coming
in
out.
new versions of stuff.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
And you've been there when it crashes.
Oh, yeah.
I like to say Pro Tools takes a dump on itself, or Pro Tools is shitting itself, something like that. And my director is not a fan of that saying.
Not a fan of toilet humor.
Yeah,
No.
or anytime you do something stupid in the booth, or like there's a
Which is frequently.
tender moment, and you're like all emotional after the take. I'm just like, and you laugh at it. She
I
is
always
not
laugh.
amused.
I think it's funny.
Clearly, okay, we love her, but we're talking about Colleen. Colleen's mentioned,
Yes,
I believe
yeah.
during
Yes.
another interview, that she's like, no, I just don't get it.
She does
I
not-
think
she
maybe we've
does-
mentioned it
She
before,
does
too.
not care for poop references.
I find toilet humor hilarious.
Well, yeah, but
I
to the
think
point
it's-
where, like, it's like, hey, Steven.
It worked. I
does.
think there's something, I don't know, maybe
Or during Lee's episode
maybe
when
it's a
we did
guy
the
thing.
whole queef thing, was
Oh,
that
yeah.
like fucking hilarious?
Yeah.
queef thing. Queefs are hilarious.
And talking about twatter.
Well, I was in the bathroom
funny
the
to
other
me.
day, and somebody was having an emergency and was in obvious pain. Like he was like he was all moaning and everything, and I just couldn't help but chuckle at him. I don't know who it was.
Go
I mean,
down.
it was somebody, it was somebody in the
you can hear them
office.
holding onto the handicap bar, and it's
Yeah.
slowly being
Handicap bar
like
starting to
yeah, starting to rattle because it's like
Put on
coming
a
loose from the
helmet and
wall.
like mouth gear to bite down.
Like water wings. There's a doctor and they're going,
Are you taking a shit or is that angry masturbation?
Angry masturbation.
maybe it's both.
Yeah, you gotta wear water wings when you angry masturbate.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is
Maybe
going to be
the-
very different than episode 3 because we were also
Yeah, because
censored.
we couldn't get away with this shit in the fish in what was it called? We called it the fish tank.
Fish tank.
Fish tank.
Yeah.
The fish eye.
The fish eye. Is that like a brown eye? A dirt star?
Let's start a studio called Brown Eye Studios, and we would be better than the people at Tankorama or whatever the fuck it was called. Fucking douchebags. They don't know we're talking about them.
No, they don't.
Because they don't know how to turn on the internet.
Oh, internet, this is going all over you.
I have dial-up. 28.8. You guys remember that?
What?
No.
You don't remember 28.8 or
28.8. Wow.
Was it 14.4
What are you talking
God
about?
damn.
download speed?
Jesus Christ. You're
No,
talking about,
I
like,
don't.
Wow.
I barely even remember
I do
having
remember
used
that.
it.
Yeah, I didn't like
That was back in the day when you played like floppy disk games
Yeah, it's
on
like-
your
it's
computer,
like if you
like
had a
Transylvania.
If you had a 56.6 modem, it was like you had the top of the line.
8-bit. Or, yeah.
No, if you had 8-bit, you were lucky.
I was always a generation
That was my hand
behind
smacking,
everybody.
sorry.
Yeah, she slapped me just now. Ah! Oh,
Foley.
something like that.
No, she just got closer to me.
I was always a generation behind all the video games, like internet shit. I was always a generation behind everyone else I knew. So I didn't get an Atari. Like by the time I got around to getting an Atari and a handful of games for it, everyone else already had the Nintendo. By the time I got around to getting the Nintendo, everyone was getting the Sega Genesis. By the time I got the Sega Genesis, everyone was getting into
PlayStation.
more PC games because that's
Yeah.
when PC started taking off. And then by the time I got into that, then you had all this other shit. I'm like, I will never ever be caught up ever in my
I've never
life.
tried to, but it's just like, do you do this? No. Why don't you do it? You know that door, like in front of your house? There's a world outside it.
No,
That's what I do.
It's a scary world with something big
I actually
and bright.
don't. I'm incredibly
It's too
pale. That's a lie.
real. I don't like it.
The real world, it's like Facebook, but better.
It's like you have real avatars.
No.
Whoever did
It's
the
scary
rendering
to
on
me.
that guy, kudos.
Whoever did the rendering on that guy.
Oh, God, I hope that's the beta test. Oh,
That's funny. Going around going like, ooh, you're, sir, sorry, but you are not very pleasingly rendered.
I only had 2 video gaming systems growing up. I had the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
And then the original Nintendo system, and then that was it. Like after that, I just
Was Nintendo 64 the one after the original Nintendo, or was
It was-
Nintendo the first? Was 64 the first
It was
one?
Nintendo, and then you had the Super Nintendo,
Oh,
which I think was 32,
Okay.
and then the
And then
64.
Nintendo 64. Okay.
please don't send us letters. I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably a lot of people listening to the show don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
It's just like, I don't know.
They're
It's
like,
like,
wow, it's like we might
your
as well be
grandparents going, no. Now, 37 cents was the cost of a...
I paid 37 cents in state taxes on the farmland we owned out in Durant. Yeah,
Well, you
that's,
didn't have to pay taxes if you were white.
Or a male.
Grandpa or a male.
or a male.
Where you think you're going, Missy? You can't drive.
You want to drive next to want to wear pants and vote. What's
Hey,
wrong with
Abner,
you?
this woman's wearing pants.
What is she? Some kind
Women
of
couldn't
man?
drive back then because
No, they
did you see the steering wheel? My God, like most
was the
men
bus.
couldn't drive the goddamn thing because you had to have long ass arms and women were
Long
tiny
ass
back
arms.
then. Long ass arms. Those are hard to drive with because you got to crane your neck to see where you're going.
And then your
And
elbows
then that
fart.
happens, and then your elbows queef.
Armpit farts, elbow queefs.
We were saying, it sucks they can't be on, but this could probably be our most relaxed and more than likely filthy episode.
Yeah,
Or one
Yeah.
of them.
yeah.
I think we did a lot during Leah's because listening to it back, because I always do just for fun. And It was pretty disgusting to listen to, just that segment. So,
It's awesome. I loved it. I loved every moment of it.
yes, it was amazing.
I played Colleen your queef sound that I recorded.
Which one?
When you were...
When I was...
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, she was not amused by it. She was like, why the hell do you have that as your ringtone for Tatum? Like, I'm queefing.
I love that that's my ringtone.
I think we're gonna start making more ringtones. We've actually been talking about it.
Yeah.
Steven and I just make ringtones of stuff that we record, and
Like Alexis.
anytime Alexis calls me, it's and it's because I recorded her demo, and no, it wasn't her demo. It was for the Halloween, and I like to scare the shit out of people, as you know, when I'm directing them. So I finished. Well, I wasn't really I was asking people questions and trying to egg them on and stuff like that. And after she was done recording, I hit the studio door, the closet door, and went like, "Rah!" And she's like, "Rah!" And that became a ringtone. Yeah, but let's see, what else? Okay, so we can talk about it. We're actually going to talk a little bit about anime this time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But Fractal was announced.
Yes. I'm really excited that's coming out.
Did you see the trailer?
Yes.
It's awesome. It looks
It's
awesome.
really
sounds
fun.
good.
You know what? Can I just say this? It seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's actually fairly rare when we actually get to hear the dub actors in a trailer.
I don't-
Most of the time, it's just music and a voiceover.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of trailers for Funimation these days, and usually it's just the
Most of the time,
voiceover
you're like,
and then
okay, it's going
music
to be Tatum,
and
it's
stuff.
going to be
That's
Sabbath, or
it's
and
rather rare. So it just seems rather special to
well,
me
then it was
that
a
we got to see.
constant, like. Colleen didn't say that it's pronounced this way, but I'm just saying tsunami because it's spelled like tsunami, but I'm tsunami in it.
I think it is tsunami.
It's spelled just like tsunami.
Tsunami.
I think it's tsunami. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure how else you would say it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you play that.
and Tatum wrote it.
Yeah, I
the
wrote it.
majority
I
of
wrote
the
it.
episodes, if not all.
I wrote all of them, actually. John
That's
Bergmeyer,
very
my
rare that
boss,
you write
was the...
an entire series.
It's very rare because there's usually not time. And so usually there'll be two writers working together.
You've been working a lot with
trading
Patrick.
off.
Patrick
I've
Seitz.
been working a lot with Patrick Seitz on the
Who's
past
I
three
got
shows
to-
I've worked on. We
got to
have
work
been together,
on some of his
which
scripts
is
for
really
Rideback.
awesome. Patrick is an amazing writer. I love being paired up.
He has a
with,
great way of writing foreshadowing that I really appreciate.
yeah. And usually when you set out to write a show, if it's like 12 episodes or 24 episodes, the typical
Especially
length,
because it is 24.
we have to
huge.
get we have to get
It
we
is
have to get them
20,
out the
no,
door
is
so
it
quickly.
24 or 13 episodes?
13.
Fractal?
Okay, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was 24.
Fractal?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's less than that. It's
12?
No,
11?
I think
Both of you
remember.
worked
God
on it.
no,
Just
it's
wanna
like
point that
6 episodes. It's a very tiny series. It's really
Fractal?
just a long movie because it's only about I think it's only
out.
like
No,
I
because
think
you
it's
guys
like
did
12.
two.
Is it 12 episodes?
Yeah, we did 2 contracts of it.
Maybe that. I can't remember. There's something. It's been so long. It's been like a year ago since I worked on it.
Yeah.
more
Oh
than
my
a year
God.
ago.
Yeah, 'cause that
it's
was
been a
when
long time. But I think
it
it was. I really think it's either 6 episodes and each of them are like 45 minutes apiece, rather
Nope.
than 20.
No, because you had me time code that series, and
That's right. It was.
It was-
You're
it was
okay. So it's 12. It's
Yeah.
It's definitely 12. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it is just
Behind
like
the
one long
scenes,
movie.
right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is basically
Yeah.
one long film.
Yeah,
and
which is
it's
awesome.
beautiful. God, it's gorgeous.
Well,
but I
yeah.
love to work on that, and John gave me the chance to say, if you want to work on this by yourself, that's cool. Go ahead and do it, and I did, and it was really
It's
a lot
a
of
different
fun.
type of series.
It's a very different type of series. I've never worked on
Kinda
anything like it. It's very.
It is just like a movie. It's like what Miyazaki.
Yeah, it's very
Hayao
Miyazaki
Miyazaki.
like. But what's so cool about it is I think, as far as I know, it's the first time that I've ever seen like really Celtic imagery and story, and mythology kind of woven
yeah, don't
into.
hold us to that, but I have to agree.
It's the first time I've encountered it.
But,
but
the
it's really neat.
artistry is quite different, but it's almost realistic in a way. And I was talking to Crystal Blanc, who is a fan of the show, and we've met at Anime Fest. He's a really good Natsu cosplayer and stuff like that. And he's a big fan of the show, and he's just really psyched to see the trailer and to see, people that he's actually met involved with the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, it's awesome, right? We were just going like, I know. Can't wait to watch it. And Brina Palencia's the lead.
Yeah.
As well as Caitlin Glass, Lucy Christian, Ian Sinclair's in it, who I adore, and a bunch of other amazing people.
Yeah.
Todd Habercorn, Eric Bale.
It's
Stephanie
a damn good show. I was really happy to get to work on it, and it's been.
You didn't hop in the booth at any point?
I don't think so.
I do like when we get to hear Stephen randomly.
Yeah. No, every now and again.
Very sparse in acting. I think the last one I did was on
Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale when I shoved that little kid out of the way.
It was Urza.
Yeah.
But he did that voice that we started making, but it's out of the way.
Yeah, I just did that to fuck with Tyler, and he started laughing and he liked it, so he wanted to keep it.
That's really
because that's
funny.
what you would really do. Like, fuck you, kid. Boom.
Yeah.
But as far as Fractal goes, I'm really excited about it. I think it's a great show. It's coming out. It's been one of my recent favorites to get to work on, though it's been like a year since I finished writing it. But I love it. It's a beautiful show. It's got a really solid sci-fi concept that I really dig.
Nathaniel mixed it,
and it's got which is awesome.
Yeah,
and it's got a great. It's
Your
got a very
crush.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a great sort of message to it, I suppose, for modern times, because it's very much a comment on the way things are now.
See,
in a sense.
some people are just like, "What?" You know, it's of course like with any show, it's not for everybody. I dig it. It's not a biased opinion because I watched
no, it's for everybody. And if you don't like it, you're stupid.
Before the audition, or just before I knew I was going in, I don't remember if there was an audition for it. Because some shows aren't.
I don't think there was an audition for it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. Because I knew Steven was going to work on it. And no, the reason I saw it is because you were doing time coding for Tatum.
Yeah.
And I got kind of sucked in and started watching it on Funimation's YouTube. Anyway, so yay, YouTube.
Yay, Fractal.
Woo.
It's a very challenging show to write because one of the things that makes it more cinematic is that the way the dialogue comes out, everyone speaks very deliberately. Like there's a lot of pauses between dialogue. I mean, it's very naturalized, so there's not a lot of quick palaver like there is in a lot of anime where it's, especially if you think of something like Italia, where there's just always someone talking, and it's always, very fast and rapid fire. That's kind of just the energy of the show.
Yeah.
This show is so tranquil by comparison.
Yeah.
So there'd be these long stretches of silence or, these really, really
intentional silence.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's so poetic in a way. And of course there is a song or several songs that the characters sing that work their way into the dialogue. So I had to write the lyrics for songs too, which I'd never done before. Yeah. Not to that extent.
And Jade Saxton does the singing for the English rendition of it.
That's awesome. I'm very, very, very stoked.
Good.
Very stoked, and it's I'm not in it at all, which is fine. I prefer not to be in it because I just didn't think it was.
He's stabbing his leg as he says.
I didn't think. No, as I was writing it, I just didn't think I don't think there's a part in here for me, but I'm pleased to get to write it, and it was fun. I will say it is very gratifying that just about every actor I kind of had in mind when I was writing it, because you always have people in mind just to help you guide the process while you write. Every actor that I had in mind while I was writing it actually wound up pretty much getting the part that I saw them for. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome, yay. And then months later, when I came back and I got to hear some of it, an episode of it, I was like, oh, that's so awesome. I'm so... Because when you write a show, it's funny. You write it and you're done, and you leave it alone.
Yeah, you don't really see it.
You don't see it again until it's out when you're just writing it. So it's.
Well, it was a nice departure for you too.
Yeah.
Because you had just gotten off of. What is it?
What did I do before that?
I don't remember. I think maybe it was your first show with Colleen after a break.
Yeah, because there was an extended break for like a month, I think, and that's when you had me time
you were time coding for me because I needed the help.
And I think I don't remember what show we got when we started working together again. But then we had Fractal.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I just think personally for me, I like for each show to kind of be a different genre.
Yeah, it was refreshing. I mean, just because of the pacing of how slow everything went, it was.
And you're a big sci-fi fan.
Yeah, and it was cool. I mean, they did. There's a lot of augmented reality in there, which is awesome because I really think. I mean, that's the way technology is going now, is to where you have the internet on contact lenses or in
I would never want to be that
glasses
jacked in,
or whatever. You're totally immersed in it. You're so dependent on it, and that's
the danger that lies in that.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it's going. Everybody, is fucking addicted to Facebook and the fucking maxi iPads or whatever,
Yep.
And yeah, it's just that's the way society is going now.
Yeah. And so it's this very interesting comment on, the show as a whole is a very interesting comment on the way things are going and what it might become. It was also a change of pace for me as a writer because I just, finished up writing Dragon Ball Kai, which is very different in tone. And I've been writing that show, I guess, for a couple of years at the time, and we finished it out, and Don was like, all right, let's put you on this. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So it was really a nice change of pace for me as well. I'm very, very proud of that show. And I will say, and I won't go into too much detail because it'll give too much away, and it's really kind of something you have to watch and let unfold for you personally, because no amount of my talking about it will make it better than it is. But and it needs none of my help. But it just came along for me as a writer in one of those times in my life where I was going through stuff, and being able to write for the show helped me purge a lot of personal demons at the time. Which just, I don't know, it's one of those shows I'm like, this is perfect. Getting to work on this now is therapy. And so this was very therapeutic, very cathartic for me, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. So Fractal will always
You've been getting a lot of very cathartic shows.
Well, lately, the one I'm working on now with Stephen, which we can't,
we're nowhere
near being able to talk about, but it is
nowhere near.
Easily some of the hardest shit I've ever had to do. Not just because, it's so incredibly time intensive, but it's just because I'm fucking in the booth every goddamn day, it seems, but it's like the character is so emotional and so he's either shouting or screaming or crying or something. But it's very realistic, emotional drama. It's not at all, played for laughs. And it's just, oh my God, it's so emotionally taxing. I'm like, I come home and I'm like, I don't want to do a goddamn thing but just sit on this couch and eat bonbons.
That show
and watch.
It wears me out just watching you do it.
It's funny when I'm there in the booth for like a 7-hour day, which is the longest amount of time you can be there for one day.
Or that you should.
Or that you should. More than that, and we all want to kill each other. But it's funny, like Stephen and I we'll start. You kind of like, okay, got my coffee, got my tea, got some food in me. Let's do this. And then about, for 2-3 hours, we're like, yeah, all right. Woo, I felt good. You want to do another take? and then about midday.
After lunch,
we come back and we're fucking useless.
Yeah.
Like we're all this is work.
Well, it also doesn't help that, I'm in school too. So I'm up I'm up at like 6 a.m. every day to, get to class. And then I go to work. And I'm already, that's half my day already.
And the thing is, you're really just doing the school thing for fun. Just say that.
Yeah, just
getting this degree.
For fun.
Yeah, it's like, wouldn't it be cool if I had a bachelor's in this? I'm like, I guess. He's like, then I'm going to do it. And then I'll probably get my master's and my PhD.
Eventually I want to go all the way to PhD,
I love how when we're recording together up there, especially if it's a long day thing, we all eventually get so loopy that Steven tries to make a game out of trying to see how many references to what he's studying he can put into what we're talking about. So he'll be like, oh, this is like trig and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, no, it's not.
Isn't it funny how... okay, it's kind of a segue to this, but I find this funny, is there was... Dot Hack. Bevins was doing Dot Hack, and now it's out. It's like a 3-part OVA thing, and then I'm in it a little bit, but it had to do with quantum mechanics.
Yeah.
And so the subtitle department sent out a mass emails, I need help. And who is the only person to respond? Steven. And so she sent out another message. Whoever gets Dot Hack, talk to Stephen Hoff about quantum mechanics. And then it became whoever needs blah, blah, blah. There's like at least 3 languages that they're like, go to Stephen Hoff.
Yeah, because there was one show that they were working on where there's a song in German, and Sarah Lindholm, they don't have a German translator, so she asked me...
Not frequently needed,
yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah,
so they don't really have anyone pretty much other than Japanese, because I did a live-action Sword with No Name, and that has Korean, and I'm like, this isn't translated, and they'll just be like, good luck.
Surprise.
And there was also, they're like, I think this is Spanish, and I'm like, it's Latin. And that
close enough.
doesn't help me at all. So I actually had to call a friend in Korea to translate stuff. But I mean,
I've had Mike call me frequently when he's working on shows. He's had a couple of shows recently where for some reason there's a lot of French terms that come up. And you know, he's like, oh fuck, how do you pronounce it? So he'll call me like middle of the day and be like, how do you say this? And I'd be like, oh, it's troisième or whatever, and it's hilarious.
What are you doing?
You're like a fucking G.I. Joe.
I'm getting comfortable.
I'm taking
I'm
a
getting
picture of
comfortable.
this.
I don't know how to describe what I'm
weird.
doing it. Oh, they should be on.
I know you can't feel your feet, but why are you breaking your ankles to...
Oh, they're already broken. They've been broken for years.
Oh, that's why you can't feel your feet then.
Well, no, I can't feel my feet, and that's why I broke my ankles.
Ridiculous.
No, I mean, I break my ankles all the time because I can't feel my feet. So when I was a kid, I always twisted them and broke them or whatever.
Stop.
That's so funny. How weird does that look?
Oh, yeah.
They're on the wrong foot though. I should change it.
Left foot, right foot. But no, I like I was saying, I just and I gotta say, like, as you know, your lady or whatever, I just really think it's cool that you've got so many random things to be an expert in. And he just keeps adding more to it. So he's scratching.
Anybody that's curious, I am going to school for environmental science with a minor in ecology. And then I want to get my master's and PhD in that too.
Nice.
And I'm trying to help him with trig, but
Trig is fucking hard.
He wants to do it himself. He's like, I don't know it myself. I'm like, okay, I know it. I know it pretty good. I love math.
I'm gonna have to take trig again anyway because it's fucking hard. Actually, it's not really that bad. I have a teacher that's a fucking idiot.
Not just a fucking idiot, a dick.
Yeah, it's just like
dick idiot.
Dick idiot. But yeah, he's just so fucking
an
hard.
Dick.
He's just like, I don't understand why you guys can't figure this out. I've talked about it twice and put it on the board that many number of times. You should be able to get this.
Excuse me, I have a question. Yeah, I'm not going to go over that again.
Yeah.
That really helps people feel like they can ask questions when they don't understand something.
If you have a question and he'll work part of it, he'll be like, I'll show you kind of how to do it, but you can figure it out on your own. He gave us the answers to the practice test. Half of them say, just figure it out. It's like, what? What?
Asshole teacher.
Mm-hmm.
There's always one.
Or what was one? There was a test and they handed it back.
Yeah. One of them had one of the kids didn't, when we were doing the test, he gave us, we had to transfer the answers from the test paper to the Scantron. The kid didn't transfer it to the Scantron, and the teacher was like, well, you didn't transfer it, but I went ahead and found that you had a 0, so I went ahead and transferred everything, and you made an A. And the other kid was just like, well, I transposed it.
You made an A. How stupid do you have to be not to have transferred it?
Yeah. And the other kid transposed the answers, so everything was off by 1. So he missed everything. And the teacher was just like, well, I'm not gonna redo this test just because you messed up on it, blah blah blah. So the grade you've got is the grade you've got. And I raised my hand. I'm like, excuse me, if you're gonna change the answers for this one kid, you have to do it for this kid. And he was like, well, no, and I'm not making any exceptions. I'm like, well, actually, if he has a problem with it, based on that, he can go to your boss and complain about it, and I'll be a witness to it. And he was like, well, we'll just talk after class.
And because you're a grown-ass man, she's like, why are you talking to the teacher that way?
Yeah, one of the kids is just like, well, why'd you stand up for him? Why'd you do that? I'm like, first off, I'm a grown-ass man. He can't fucking talk to us like that or talk to me like that. And second of all, I'm taking this class for fun. I'm failing it anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. He can't do anything to me.
That's the thing, though. It's not like a public school, which also, there are some amazing teachers that deal with a lot of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I'm into that.
You're paying to be there.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, essentially, wax philosophical I want, I'm fucking paying you.
You should not only be a good teacher, but you should be giving me snacks.
Yes.
Seriously.
Like, you should at least, I should come in
you
here and find a mint on my desk.
Ketchup? I'm almost done with the fries.
Snacks.
No, what I was actually referring to was when, they're like, well, clearly... because most of the people in your class have already dropped out because they were failing.
Yeah.
That apparently, A couple of people are making A's, so all you who are complaining to my boss that I'm not doing my job can shut up.
Yeah, he said that to us.
Jesus.
I'm like, wow.
Go Tarrant County College.
Oh, Captain, my
What
Captain.
a dick teacher. Oh, my
Poet
God.
Society, for those of you who don't know.
Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain. Yeah, I'm looking at your questions on Twitter. Please don't post actual questions on our website because it will take forever for us to get to them.
If we do.
If we ever
And
do.
we probably won't.
I have a ball of gas in my cunt.
What is it? Okay, I have a ball of gas and I'm not finishing that. I don't want that to become a ringtone.
I think he has a ball of gas in his cunt, is what he just said.
I have a ball of gas in my cunt.
I'm going to take that app away from you.
I want it. Can I fuck with it?
Yeah.
I want to try it. Here, you just keep talking and I'll... All right, how do I make this work?
You've got the same operating system, so...
Yeah, but I don't have the
App.
app.
Yeah, you just tap on wherever you need to type and just type it and then scroll down and it'll say speak it.
So
Well,
go on, sorry.
I know this is a very exciting episode.
Hey,
Everyone.
if you don't love it, stop fucking listening. Wait for wait for next month, bitches. Shit, not
Which will
everything
be-
can be gold. Goddammit, we're not alchemists.
Yeah. What other shows can we talk about?
I was in Chicago a couple weeks ago promoting Dragon Age: Dawn of the Seeker. That Colleen and myself are in, directed by
Brina,
Mike
Bruce
McFarlane and
Elliott,
a lot of people. Yeah,
Mike
really,
McFarlane,
that was fun.
Chris
That went
Sabat.
really well. I'm really excited about that.
There will be a show announced by the time this is up.
Yes, the show that has gotten a lot of people at Funimation going, holy shit, I want to be part of that show. Panty and Stocking.
Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
With Garter Belt. I engineered it. Colleen directed it. And, it was...
How do I make this wait? How do I make it talk? Okay, so I've done this. I've typed something. How do I actually... What button do I hit
you
to
should
make it
scroll
talk?
up to be able to see Speak It. There's a little button called Speak It.
No.
I can't talk about it, but we,
Yeah.
like a little after our last show, I got cast in a really great, funny show, which is directed by Joel McDonald. And even got to sing last week. Sing.
Yeah, you're a good singer.
But yeah, it was
there's-
a different type of singing.
Bullshit.
What? Put it to the mic.
Wait, hang on. I was trying to make... Let's see if I can do it. Okay, wait.
This is some bullshit.
Some bullshit?
Oh, I had 1,000 views. I just want to see what would happen.
That's funny.
I was like, this is the... How do I... Okay, I want to make it really, really slow.
I don't know. I tried making it slow, but it would never do it.
That's what she said.
I know.
This is some bullshit.
No, it's not slowing down, but the pitch
Yeah.
changed. Sorry, we're so mature.
Oh,
I'm totally going to get this app on my phone now and not get any work done for months.
God, you're, 40 now and you're acting like this?
I'm not 40, asshole. We're the same fucking age.
actually, you're
bitch.
2 years. Actually, you're
Shut-
a year and
You're
a half.
yeah, you're and a half.
That's totally how I talk. That is a spot-on impression.
I'm going to make fun of you in the next text I do. Hang on. Where's the fucking...
I didn't say anything, you ass.
You were trying to make me sound like I'm old.
No.
You were taking his side. You're like, well, you
doing
are.
that.
You are 2 years. Well, you're and a half older.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it. Well, Tatum.
Shut up, Mr. Mooney.
You are
No, I'm only
such-
35. Well, I'm almost 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up. You'll be there soon, bitch.
I know.
And then everything
Well-
starts falling apart.
Everything's already
Fuck
started
off.
falling
You know what? I
apart.
look better now than I've ever looked in my life. So I'm
It's because you're working out.
I know. I'm taking so much better care of myself than I did when looking good would have mattered.
We're all that way.
Yeah.
I think we were just like, yeah, no, this is going to last forever. What? I'm eating exactly how I used to eat. Why am I gaining weight? Oh, I'm not doing
Because
anything.
eventually your metabolism goes, okay, you need to fucking slow
well,
down.
shit
But
that also people don't think about.
Yeah.
Because PE, I don't remember PE actually having helpful information at all.
Yeah, I just remember some
Like
asshole.
the importance of weight training and all that stuff. That was never covered.
Yeah, I just had some asshole, that ended up being a child molester in the school after I graduated, yelling at us for not running a mile in under 20 minutes because we would just walk the miles.
Or me, again, let me point out, I was always a bit of
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. I was always a bit of a chunky kid. Actually, not always, but toward double digits, 10, 11. And we had to do the pull-up, and I would just hang there. Just be like, just do one. I'm like, okay, the problem is I don't like the number that you've given me. It's that I can't just do one.
Yeah. I really hope the computer is still recording right now. That would be funny if it wasn't.
You're going to go check?
No. I'll check during break.
Why would it just stop?
I don't know. It's a computer.
It's a computer.
Know.
They have minds of their own.
Yes.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. I'm just using it.
You haven't give me 20, motherfuckers, fuckers.
Oh, it repeated it. How did I do that? Did I write? Oh, how does it? What? Really? It auto-corrected motherfuckers with motherfuckers, fuckers. How the hell did it do that? That's impressive. Motherfuckers, fuckers. We were talking about PE, and I couldn't text fast enough to make it topical, so sorry. I'm a little late to the party.
Topical solution.
Me 20, motherfuckers.
Give me 20 motherfuckers.
Stop and give me 20
One motherfucker. Two motherfuckers. Three motherfuckers.
Oh my god, I'm typing that in.
That's method right there. Both Tatum and I actually did the push-up arms.
We were totally pantomiming it.
One motherfucker.
See, I was in Chicago.
One-handed, one.
When I was in Chicago, I should say, I was really, really cool. It was a pop culture con. It was C2E2. Which was really badass. So I had it was comic book / sci-fi convention.
Barrowman was there, Nicholas Brendan.
Yes, John Barrowman was there. Sean Astin was there, and I actually got to sit at an autograph signing table between the two of them. It was really, really cool. John Barrowman is very hot, and I was very excited to get to meet him. And I only got to see him very briefly, though. There wasn't a lot of time, but I did get to hang out in Chicago with Mike McFarland, who I traveled with to go there, and
that's right, Mike went.
He knows all the hot spots, and so we had awesome pizza.
Did you get
it could be
bloated on
his
pizza?
first date
Did I get
anywhere, and Mike
Bloated.
already knows everything.
I really thought you said, did you get blowjobs while you were there? I'm like, that's none of your
Did
goddamn
you get
business.
pizza blowjobs?
I'm like, what's a pizza blowjob?
It's like a fleshlight. Pizza.
That's so awesome sounding.
I should.
No, I did not get blowjobs. We did get bloated from the pizza. Because the first day we were there, we had lunch when we landed. And we're like, oh, fuck, we're hungry. And Mike's like, I know this place. And I forget what the fuck it's called. It was some of the best pizza, in the world, apparently. And it is that thick.
Yeah, you posted a lot.
Yeah, I did, because I was like, because I finally figured out how to make Facebook work on my goddamn phone. So I've been more present on Facebook lately. Because I'm old and I got a jitterbug.
The numbers are so big.
I get a big calculator with it, too.
It's not that I'm old. It's just that the internet's a fucking time vampire. And
It is. Just like a lot of customers at Guitar Center when I used to work there. How do you make this work? I don't know. Read the instructions.
Give me the instructions. Make me a Xerox of them. Make me a Xerox of them.
Make me a Xerox.
Wow.
That is an actual quote.
Hey, at least I've never. There's a generation of people that are right before me that would still if using a fax machine, would make a copy of what they're about to fax before they fax it. As though the fax machine is just going to dematerialize it and send it through the ether. And you realize it just takes a picture of what you're sitting in there, and that you get the copy back.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people with the fax would make a photocopy of the fax because the ink printed out on the fax would deteriorate, and so after
sometimes but I mean my mother worked with a woman for a long time, God love her, that used to make copies of everything she sent on fax because she was afraid that, I don't know, she said she treated fax machines like the paper would just disappear into it. Never see
but now
it was actually sending the paper.
Some people are still that's hilarious. Some people are now, because they've figured out how to do the fax, they're so hesitant to do the next step, which is what I do, where I'm like, well, I can't fax it to you because that's really old. I can scan it in from my scanner/printer
I know, yeah.
and create a PDF and send you the PDF. I'd really prefer a fax. Really?
Really? Why do you prefer fax? That's like, I'd really prefer a mimeograph machine. Do you have that? Can you just telegraph? Can you telegraph it to me? What about carrier pigeon? We have that.
And go, well, carrier
Smoke
pigeon,
signals?
even then, I've got to take the pigeon on that route first and then bring it back.
Yeah, because they're not just going to know. It's so inefficient. I'll just drop it off at your house. How about that?
No, don't drop it off at my house. I don't want you to waste any of your time.
We're from the same generation. Do you remember as a kid, I guess it was a mimeograph machine, I don't know, but they would put the piece of paper in there and they would have the carbon copy and they would crank it out by hand to make copies in school for like all the assignments?
I remember that. It was old fashioned. It's how you used to make band posters back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the ink rollers, basically. Yeah. They had those in art class, and we used to use them in newspaper class when I was a kid.
Yeah, my teachers in first
It was
grade.
just cheap.
Yeah.
It was cheap as shit. You could fucking make them.
Fucking like crank them off. She'd be like, I gotta go make copies, and she would hand crank them out.
Oh my god. Do you remember too? And they used to like. What?
I want to check the computer.
I love how you mouthed it like, I'm going to be really quiet. They can't know what I'm doing. Oh, damn it. Your phone.
The button on the left side.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah, and then just unlock it.
It's a little different having to have Steve, or not having to have, but having Steven in here when he's usually listening to stuff in the room.
1 motherfucker, 2 motherfucker, 3 motherfucker, 4.
That's as far as you got.
See, that sounds like a song. 1 motherfucker.
I know. I'm trying to like see. Hang on. Let me see if I can get it right. I have it. I'm trying to change up the voice.
Sorry, we just got another question.
1 motherfucker, 2 motherfucker, 3 motherfucker, 4.
Tatum, put the phone down.
No.
I will take it from you.
Wait. I'm going to try to get it really, really low and really scary sounding.
1 motherfucker, 2 motherfucker.
Thank you.
Oh, Zoe was coming to my rescue.
Zoe.
Like, don't hurt him. I love him.
I love this dog. I love this dog.
I do mean literally, you are barking up the wrong tree, Zoe.
Oh.
Not even the same species.
Not even close, really. I mean,
No.
not when you look at the
Not
genetics.
even a little.
I think we're closely related to bears. Of course, dogs are bears. Dogs are basically bears. Mm-hmm. They had to have been at some point. She's such a good dog. I love this dog. We're so
We're
laid
more
back.
closely related to fungus than plants. You're not amused.
The more you know.
No, I'm not. I'm amused by that. I'm roaring on the inside. I believe it too because most human beings are fungus.
Okay, so we've been,
Do you have questions?
because of the short notice, which thank you guys for sending in some questions.
Yes,
but
thank you.
for the most part, most of the questions that you guys sent in were pretty Greeley-centric, so I've just saved them for when he comes back.
When he comes back from Mars.
Or Uranus. Or Uranus.
Here, there's no good way to say that planet.
No,
That planet got
okay,
gypped
so
in the
we've
name
got,
department.
we'll do like one or two. I've also got questions coming in from my Twitter, which, my Twitter
so
account, that sounded
tired.
odd. My
I
Twitter.
have it.
Questions just coming from your Twitter.
I don't know, why would a woman call it a Twitter?
I don't know why they would call it anything.
Double clicking the mouse?
No. And that refers to masturbation, not,
Really? Double clicking?
yeah, double clicking
that.
the mouse is one of the many phrases.
That seems
Flicking the bean?
flicking the bean. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Steven, actually, that you just reminded me. Why don't you go through some of the terms that you know that are disgusting?
What is there? There's space docking. There's
What is space docking?
It's where you I don't want to say it.
Do it.
It's where you rub two dicks together. And
You're not. What's wrong with that?
well,
It's space docking.
it's like you rub the two dicks together, and then you take the
He's pantomiming this, I just
uncircumcised
want to point
part, and then cover it.
I know
over
how it
the
works.
other head.
I know how it works.
Yeah.
It's
No, we got it.
you do it right. It's nice. It's fine.
Well, I would
Works.
assume that one
great night
of
out.
them would have to be uncircumcised.
So with
Not necessarily. One of them can
which
just have
is
a lot
different.
of.
The space docking is different than because you would think that you'd be fucking a dick, but you're not fucking the dick.
It's hard to fuck a dick. Really.
It is, but
unless
fucking
one of you is really small or one of you is really big.
Well, fucking a dick is called meatotomy.
Well, but you're not fucking a dick with a dick.
But you're fucking the... Well, no, you could if it's stretched out enough, because you're fucking the pee hole, and you just...
But that's next to impossible.
No.
Most of the time you just take something and you insert it into the urethra, and it's called sounding. But yeah, meatotomy is the clinical name for it, but it's called sounding.
I haven't heard it called sounding.
Or, as I like to refer to it, fuck you, person who told me this was a thing. Fuck you.
That's a Tuesday night.
That's not doing anything Wednesday. What else do you know that's disgusting? And this is like me first meeting him as friends, and he's like, yeah, no. Rusty trombone.
Space talking. There's Gorilla Mask.
Gorilla Mask is so
Which I
disgusting.
actually learned from Shin Shan.
Yeah. And
I actually learned from Cynthia Kranz, who had to have it explained to her by Zach and Peter, and Zach was just like, oh, it's this. And, yeah.
I'm sorry, you mentioned Shin-Chan, and I just thought of a story that came up but a few weeks ago. No, it's actually really cool. You know the little Chinese restaurant we go to all the time near our house,
Panda House.
Right? Panda House. Turns out...
I'll beep it.
Panda House.
I said Manda.
Oh, Panda House.
Panda House is so good.
So good. It's like it's been there for like 30 years.
Yeah,
and we go to it all the time.
Shop.
And everybody's just fucking
awesome. Little woman
there.
is just so we call her Panda House Mama.
She just kind of pops out of nowhere. It's just like ball of energy.
Yeah, she's so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
she
love her.
knows us so well that she'll bring us like our drinks and give me a little ramekin of chili peppers because I always ask for it.
Yeah,
she just hands it to me now.
Well, I was there probably about a month ago now, and it was just me and Joshua, and we were there with Vanessa and the kids, and we were talking.
Vanessa's kids, they don't have kids.
Vanessa's kids. Yeah, we don't have kids. Guys can't have children.
Have you ever seen the movie Junior?
No.
Exactly.
So we're talking, and it was funny. You know, she didn't know what I did for a living, and it just kind of came out. We were talking about it, and she's like, "So what do you do?" And I told her, "Oh, well, you know, I do this." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I know what anime is. Yeah, it's popular. It's over there, you know, whatever." And she's from China and grew up there. And she was explaining to me. And when I told her what I did, she got really excited and started explaining to me, "Well, that's really funny. My son is a voice actor in China who dubs anime into Chinese. And he's been doing this for like 10 years. And she thought, isn't that hilarious? And she said some of the shows he's done, and one of them was Shin-Chan. And I'm like, oh, I've done Shin-Chan. I'm in that. And she's like, oh my God. It was hilarious. She had this huge manga collection of Shin-Chan in Cantonese, I think was the language it was translated into, and she just gave them to me as a present. She's like, "Well, here, this would be you." I'm like, "How cool! What a small fucking world." The restaurant I've been going
keeps getting smaller.
The restaurant I've been going to for years, and it turns out the woman who runs it, her son is in the same business as me on just the other side of the globe, and we've been in the same shows. I think that's badass. That's really, really funny.
It's kind of cool.
That's what a neat little coincidence.
I like it. It is.
So space donking. Meatotomy.
Donking.
Space donking. Did I say donking?
Yeah.
Space donking. That's something else.
Also space donking.
Mask.
Space donking.
Rusty trombone.
Strawberry shortcake.
I haven't heard that one.
It's similar to Gorilla Mask, except you punch them in the face.
There's the Tony Danza.
There's the Tony Danza.
Which is like a donkey punch, which is, you're fucking the person, doggy style, and you hit him in the back of the head. But the difference is, Tony Danza is, as soon as you hit him in the back of the head, you say, "Who's the boss?"
Well, it's never Tony Danza, so I don't know. It should be called the Angela.
Or the Mona. Mona was really the boss of that show. I love Mona.
You know who it wasn't? Jonathan.
Oh, poor Jonathan. Poor Jonathan. When that actor came out as gay a few years ago.
That's all he was known as.
All of us were like,
gay kid from...
And everyone was like, oh, that's so surprising.
And I'm like, we all knew that. Wait, I just want to... And that's the thing that most of my friends who, when we were all that age, like, came out, most of us were just, we know. And that's the most annoying thing you can say. You're like,
oh, yeah.
What do you mean you know?
Yeah, oh, it's horrible. Like, especially if you're in the closet and you don't know how to tell your friends or your loved ones, and when you finally come out, chances are you've been struggling with this dilemma for years, and you finally come out and they go, oh, yeah, no, we knew, sweetie, it's all right. We just kind of assumed you were. And you're like, motherfucker. So I've been walking around with this weight on my shoulders for how long when all you motherfuckers already figured out, God damn it.
Like, well, to be fair, it was really funny watching you tiptoe. It's like, yeah, so I'm going to go out with some friends. And not have sex with them. The fact that you had to, lead with that, it's odd.
Yeah, no one was surprised when I came out because it was pretty obvious that I didn't like girls. Because I'd been with some girls and it never worked out. And they're like, how are you? Because I had some really good-looking girlfriends. Well, I mean, I really did. They were very beautiful girls.
We compared notes. And actually, we had like a conquests pile of photos.
And I was like, and it was funny because I was never into them, and so I guess they were like, well, no, you got all the hot girls, and you never really, they never lasted long with you. So we figured you had to be gay. Yeah. And I was into drama and all that stuff, so they were like, well, you might as well. I think my family was just so happy that I wasn't a serial killer that they were willing to accept anything.
Oh, see, yeah. Oh, wait. My mother and a couple of family members are like, just wanting you to know, like, if you are gay, like, we're cool with it. I'm like,
I'm not.
I'm just having a bowl of cereal. I don't know what's gay about that.
Well, it is Lucky Charms, and it's not a gay
Cheerios.
thing.
Cheerios.
Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios. Plain?
Mm.
Oh, gay.
Really gay?
Gayer than two boys kissing.
Well, just gay. And that's fine.
It doesn't get much gayer than that unless the two boys go on to do other things.
Anal sex?
Space docking.
Yeah.
That's pretty gay, right?
Yeah.
Gay is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Not always. Sometimes gay is not so beautiful, but it can be. It can be quite lovely.
I do.
I like it.
I am very happy that we're all pretty vocal about our stance on clearly. It's just that's never just been a that's not okay thing with me. I mean, my dad was something of a redneck, but she did the redneck thing. It was like, I don't care that your friend Emmanuel's gay, as long as it doesn't hit on me. And I'm like, I think you're good.
Only don't worry about it. It's okay. It's always the rednecks that are like, I don't
care if you're gay, man.
Just don't be trying to get up on this mess because this is for the ladies. And you're like,
those lucky bitches.
And the ladies, and believe me, the ladies are lining up. So I'll just leave it to your business.
But the opposite of this was like, oh no, Dad, she's gay. Hey.
Oh God, yeah, no. There was some fucking preacher was saying recently, and he's a nasty ass motherfucker too. And he was going on about how he was being asked about what he thought about gays, and he's like, well, the Bible says a man shall not lay with another man, but that it is an abomination. And the guy's like, well, what about two women together? Hey, Bible ain't saying nothing about that. I'm like, that's nice. You fuck.
I just don't get. Or I was still in college, and I had a class with 3 Ryans. But one of them was a girl, and I actually knew her just because we hung out at the same coffee shop, and we would always lightly flirt and just be like, you know what? It's nice to know that, if I were, I could get an amazingly beautiful woman. And
your escape hatch.
Literally. What? I don't even know.
Sorry. Your escape snatch.
But one of the guy Ryans was like, yeah, Ryan, Ryan's pretty hot. And I went, yeah. And he went, thinking about asking her out. And I went, well, first of all, dating another person named Ryan is really stupid.
The 2 Ryans.
And she's...
Pretty gay.
No, I didn't. I said, I'm pretty sure I have a better chance with her than you do. And he went, what? What? But she's so pretty.
She's so pretty.
That was the response. But she's so pretty. Her being gay had something to do with her self-esteem.
It's some people used to. That was a thing. Sometimes it'd be like they'd figure if you were really hot, you couldn't be gay because They figured gay was just like what people, like really ugly people, resorted to because they couldn't get anyone else.
Well, fuck, I'm ugly. I guess I'm gonna go suck some dick.
But yeah, but they don't really. I mean, no, gay people are hot sometimes. I mean, just like straight people. There's good looking ones, there's average ones, and there's not very good looking ones at all. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you've been all three at some point in your life. I know I have. Yeah. And it just happens, but
by doing that, I'm like, I was referring to myself as well. I wasn't going, yeah.
Wow, thanks. This is why I'm gay, because women are bitches. It is a choice.
No. And again, I will say, just like I've always said, like we were having our like first heart to heart when we were first becoming friends, which actually got to the point where like we went over to your house. We were
space docking.
And which was odd for me.
It was really odd. It was really odd. That
I'm pretty sure we were just having sex. But no, surely not.
That's gay.
We have never had sex. I just want to point
that out. No, we have not. Oh my
we
God.
can still look at each other. No.
I can't even look at you now. That's
your face is turning red.
Give me your phone.
No, don't give me the phone. Oh, man.
Keep going, please. Keep going. Keep going.
You don't give me the phone.
I was going to type in fuck no.
No.
I mean, not that you aren't beautiful. I'm just saying.
You're amazingly beautiful, and I adore you. But we've talked about this before. I'm like, even when we talk about like stories, it's hard to talk about because you're like my brother.
Yeah, it's like
actually
talking to your sister.
You're better than my brother. I actually enjoy hanging out with you. But it got to the point where we were switching photos, and
photos.
We were showing like oh, I dated this guy, blah 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 blah, and it I don't remember where I was going with this, but that was the actual thing that happened when we went over. There was no space docking, there was no sex,
no fluid exchange.
No fluid exchange.
No fluid exchange.
No, there's never been. Oh.
I was just trying to.
Where did we go?
I was just trying to get to you, Stephen. That's all. I wanted to see if I could taste you on her, and I was obsessed with you. Mission accomplished. I have turned Terri beet red.
Yep.
I don't often get the chance to do that. I feel really, really good about myself suddenly.
Really disgusting.
I'm just gonna say I fucking love being gay because I can get away with saying shit like that and I don't get punched.
I don't think that's the only reason you're gay.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it's a really nice perk. It's a really nice perk to being gay is I can get away with saying shit that people are like, oh my God. But it's weird. There's kind of an expectation. Well, you're already a deviant, so I guess it's only, to be expected.
And the membership fees are pretty reasonable.
Yeah, they're pretty reasonable,
Yeah. Did you get the toaster?
No. The toasters came later. I just got.
That's an After Ellen thing. Like anytime they introduce a gay character, they send the production company a toaster. Like it's like an Ellen thing. I don't know what that is.
Shall we take a break? I want to take a break. There's a peanut butter cup in there calling my name.
Yes. Yeah, my sugar level's getting pretty low.
All right, we're gonna
go take a break. Let's just walk out of here and leave the mics on.
Get away from me! That's gross.
Yeah, just bring the mic in a little closer.
Both? Just. Should he lower it a little, or
a little bit? So difficult being you.
I know. I mean, Jesus Christ. How's that?
Let's go.
Oh, here's that art of entertaining. The art of entertaining. Even the picture of the author is quite funny.
Where's the picture of the author?
It's at the beginning.
I love books from the 50s with pictures in them. Blanche Hale. God. Oh, hello. According to Mr. Webster, to entertain means to give hospitable reception to guests and to provide for their needs. Thus, entertaining is fundamentally giving, not only of your foods and the comforts of your home, but of yourself and the best of yourself, so that your guests may relax and be happy in an atmosphere of graciousness and warmth. Who the fuck does that? I don't care about...
keep this in, by the way.
Yeah, please do. This is great. To accomplish this ultimate and entertaining, a hostess must have knowledge of the many problems that arise in entertaining and the proper ways to solve or avoid them.
The first time I read this, I actually did it in an English accent as well. It just makes it even funnier. This is a book that I found at an antique mall that's from 1952, and it's called The Art of Entertaining.
I want to just, let's see. It's so great. Like the table of contents. Chapter 1, Plan for Success. Chapter 2,
the daughter one.
Day entertaining, night entertaining, when daughter marries. The guest as an individual. Young guests are important. Other types of parties. The modern way among young couples. Dining out. The guest's responsibilities. Entertaining for profit.
Oh, we'll have to read that.
Yeah, sure. I want to see what modern couples do. Let's turn to page 91. What is happening?
A lot.
Stephen, what are you doing?
Entertain me, clown.
It makes it sound like the clown's name is Entertain Me Clown.
Entertain me, clown.
The progressive dinner. For the small group of, say, 6 couples who live in the same community and have become close
Scared the
friends.
shit out of me, dude.
The progressive dinner has grown to be the popular way of entertaining. Usually, it is planned for once a month or for every 6 weeks, so that by the time a year has passed, every couple has shared costs, work, and fun.
Every couple has shared. There are other...
It works this way. The first couples to entertain decide among themselves which one of the 4 courses of the meal they will be responsible for. Then, according to schedule, the guests move from house to house or from apartment to apartment on to the last point of destination for the last course and their after-dinner amusements. The hostess at the first point of call will serve cocktails with hors d'oeuvres and fruit or vegetable juices. This actually sounds kind of fun. Like, let's go to my house for appetizers and then my house for that. But can you imagine the fucking mess that would be now?
Well, yeah, but it's like, okay, and then I'll come out of my house and walk across the street to your house, and then we'll...
and then we'll have meatloaf.
Well, that's assuming that everybody in the neighborhood's fucking friends.
Well, they used to
Calm
be
down.
back in the day.
No, instead of now, it's like, hey, neighbor, what the fuck do you want?
They used to be before all those minorities started moving into the suburbs.
It's funny that you continue to call us minorities, but we seem to be in the majority.
Well, gay people are still the minority, so fuck you. Because, gays are great at entertaining. We're fantastic at it.
Entertain me.
That's a stereotype, sir.
It's a stereotype, but I fucking live by it. Are you kidding me? Come on. Of all the people that we know, where do we usually hang out? Like, I mean, we do quite a bit of entertaining over here. You certainly do. Mm-hmm. But for a long time, it's always been...
we're gay adjacent.
Yeah, you're like your hetero life mates.
Mm-hmm. We're gay adjacent.
You're gay adjacent.
Gay by proxy.
Yeah, you're gay by association.
Well, you just hang out with gay people.
I'm gay by association, too. By association with the guy I'm fucking. That's usually how it works, isn't it?
Wait, does he know you're gay?
No idea.
It's funny because he does. It's funny because you're gay.
No, but Joshua and I love to entertain. We love to have people over to the house. And
Joshua is very much this art of entertaining woman, though, because you don't see him. He's a blur, and then suddenly you're like, I have a drink in my hand.
You drink, and then oh, look, a stuffed olive, and oh, look, holy shit, salmon, or something. It's crazy.
I had a lot of fun cooking with Joshua.
Each olive is individually toothpicked.
What?
I had a lot of fun cooking with Joshua when you were out.
He loved it.
Had a lot of fun
I'm
while
amazed
you
that you
were
were able
out
to
of
make do
town.
with our tiny fucking Keebler fucking kitchen.
It was pretty tiny, but we were able to work around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss cooking with gas. Like we've got the electric stove, and I fucking
Now
hate
you're
it.
cooking with gas.
Yeah,
Gas stove. That was a weird
And we
thing
did that. We had.
Those are some damn good enchiladas too.
Why, thank you.
And then we watched A Night to Remember.
Yeah.
We didn't watch Titanic like everybody else. We watched the better Titanic movie.
Yes.
I really liked it.
1958.
Yeah. He
But
bought
it
it. He
was before.
bought a copy now. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah?
guess you guys watched it on. I guess
No, we
Netflix
watched it
or
on
something,
TMC.
or TMC.
Yeah.
But
And then he went out
it
and bought
was
the
clearly
Criterion
before
edition.
they had made the discovery that Titanic had actually split in the middle,
Yeah,
so it split
yeah.
just as a a whole ship.
Yeah.
Because they didn't make that discovery till like the 1980s.
Yeah, when Ballard found it first, because he was the first one to find it.
But it was more about, it was
so
funny for
fascinating
me and
about all
Joshua to explain Titanic, the 1997 Titanic, to Stephen, because he's like, well, like, why wasn't it more about the ship than about this fictitious couple? And Joshua and I are just like, we don't know.
Yeah, I was
We don't
baffled
know.
by it because I still have yet to see it. I don't.
It's about a diamond.
It's hard for me to sit through an hour and a half movie, let alone how long is it? Like 8 hours?
It's 8 hours. It's 3. Might as well be.
Yeah.
It feels like 8 hours.
Yeah,
James Cameron, hello.
I can't.
And the thing about it is that the last hour of it, once the ship starts sinking, is the most compelling part
Yeah.
of it. Everything leading up to that is just a snooze
It's really
fest.
cool effects.
But it's a spectacular disaster for the last half when the ship starts sinking. That's the only part you should watch.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to be very accurate in terms of how it happened, and there's a lot of little.
Well, it's Cameron, so of course he's got an eye for detail.
Yeah, and in that part is spectacular, but everything leading up to it is just fucking dull. I don't understand. I don't care about the love story. And it's not because I'm not a romantic guy. I just don't care about that love story. It's so contrived and trite.
Well, because
and
it was
the good performances cannot save it from just coming off.
I mean, it was marketed showing like it's this love story, but really it's about the Titanic. It's about this horrible thing that happened in 1912. I always, for some reason, I believe like one of the papers
April
I read, it was
15th, 1912.
I used to think it was 1911, but
That's the year Mahler died.
that's something I didn't know.
Mahler, my favorite composer, died in 1911 at the age of 49.
I think what baffles me the most, or what baffled me the most, because the anniversary had just happened, and it's something that like I wanted to bitch about on the internet, but I'm like, no, I will wait till the show. All you motherfuckers that don't know that the Titanic actually happened really make me sad.
It is sad, isn't it? There are a bunch of people out there that don't realize that it was a real fucking thing.
Jana showed me this huge, long, tweet conversation. Was like, what? That really happened? Oh my god! But that, and then, I mean, it did not help that, CNN, ABC, they're like, well, it is the 100th anniversary, and I always find it funny that they say anniversary, of the Titanic sinking. Now, you'll get a pretty good idea of what happened by watching 1997's James Cameron. Here's a clip. That doesn't help me at all. That does not help me at all, madam. There's plenty of footage of the actual ship underneath the sea, which we keep bringing shit back up from it. Yeah. Just stop. But yes, boo.
Well, yeah, it's like
oh my god, it annoys me.
All the artifacts taken have been ruled as a single unit. So when they're being auctioned off, they have to be sold together. And
so if you really want that teacup, you better buy this whole siding of the ship.
They've got like a 35-ton piece of the hull that's part of it.
Well, for the longest time, Ballard, the marine biologist who found it and who's now kind of responsible for its preservation, he explained that in the early days after they made the discovery, people have been looking for this thing for years, and he actually was not looking for the Titanic when they found it. He was looking for something else, he was looking for another sunken ship, and just happened to find the Titanic, I believe. But he was saying when they started trying to bring up objects from it, there's nothing that they could bring up. A lot of it was remarkably well preserved because of the salt water. And when you have to bring it up, there are precautions you have to take, and some of it would be destroyed. But no one wanted it because there was nothing specifically Titanic. It was all White Star Line stuff, and no museum wanted it because they're like, we have tons of White Star Line shit. Unless you give us something that specifically says this is from Titanic, and then it'll be a point of interest in an exhibit. So we had a hell of a time getting any museum interested in the Titanic when he first. he fought for like 20 years to get people interested. And so the one good thing I think that came out of James Cameron's film is that it at the time. Oh, Jesus, she's a lady. Whoa. But the one good thing I think the film did was kind of raise awareness for our generation of just the whole Titanic history. Because I was aware of it when I was a kid. I was always fascinated by it, but I didn't know all the details. I wasn't an expert by any means. I was aware that there had been a ship in the early part of the 20th century that was the biggest of its kind that had hit an iceberg
and became a part of
went
pop
down.
Culture, that's just like a euphemism in a way. Or a lot of things
it's
too.
become a figure of speech for big shit that goes wrong. Which is fascinating to me because now it has become so fictionalized that people assume that it was not real.
Yeah.
I will say, however, now as much as I badmouth the movie, I do have to confess because I so enjoyed the last hour of it, and I really enjoy the last hour of that film. I saw it 5 times in the theater. I saw it 5 times in the theater. I spent 15 hours of my life sitting in a theater chair.
That's it. 2 cool points just taken away.
Sorry, I know. And I was running low to begin with. But one of the funniest experiences I've ever had in a movie theater was, of course, the scene when the ship is about to hit the iceberg, and they bother making it a suspenseful moment. Well, I mean, what else are you going to do? But it was really funny what the music is, kind of getting intense, and everyone, the captain and the ship crasher, looking and all this, and everything. It's really funny. Someone in the theater just screams out, "Oh my God, do you think they're going to hit?" And everyone just cracked up.
Well,
they did,
I was
fact.
in the 8th grade when that came out. I know because I just started doing radio, which is so funny that we do all these things now. But my friend Emmanuel and I hosted radio announcements and things like that in the 8th grade. And we even did in high school together. But they wouldn't let us promote anything, and they only let us play certain songs because, 8th grade. And really one of the songs that we played was Ace of Base, and another was Salt and Pepper. But the only thing that we were allowed to promote were movies that were coming out that, everybody, the whole family could see.
That were family-oriented.
Yeah, and so I actually do have the date that Titanic was released memorized because we had to say it so often. We're like, remember, December 19th, 1997. Although you didn't say 97. December 19th, it's coming out. Titanic, go see it. And so I still remember December 19th. But I liked it. I saw it once, and my mom loved it. She loves James Cameron stuff like The Abyss and things like that, which is good too.
Oh, I love The Abyss. I love The
Abyss. Although,
avoid the director's cut like the plague, but the theatrical cut is good. Damn good.
Well, that's where I was just kind of like, Ed Harris is fucking awesome.
Love Ed Harris.
But it's a movie that there are many movies that you're like, okay, I've seen it. I never have to see it again. Not that someone sat me down like Clockwork Orange and made me watch it, but I'm like, okay, I've seen it. Done. I'm done.
Mark that off the list. Yeah. I've just always been fascinated by historical disasters.
Me too.
And so there's history is just
that might be morbid to say,
them.
But yeah.
Well, I think it's important to give credit or to acknowledge disasters in history because nothing else it makes you a little less prone to repeat them.
Well, honestly,
which is why it makes me so fucking so alarmed when people don't really know that certain things really did happen.
How about all the shit that they're cutting out of the fucking history books?
Yeah.
Here in the great state of Texas.
Yes. Oh, motherfuckers.
Well, I just think learning about that stuff. I really got into the history of zoot suits and really got more in touch with my culture, learning about the zoot suit riots. And things like that. And I just, I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for my history class. And my history teacher going no, it's in the book, blah, blah, blah. They said not to cover this, but it's in the book. You can read it, so why can't we talk about it? And I'm like, yes, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Yes.
See, these days, kids, take heart. If you want to learn anything about history, you're on your own.
Pretty much.
Because the school system in this great state does not give a fuck about teaching you history.
Caesar Chavez, and why we got to read about this guy?
For God's sakes, they're fighting. Lately, the motherfucker, I forget his name.
Rick Perry?
Not Rick Perry.
Oh, another motherfucker.
Another motherfucker. Not Governor Hairdo. With his racially sensitive named ranch.
This is probably the most political we've ever done.
I know.
Oh, well, hey, we've had him for a governor for how many fucking decades now? It feels like we can talk shit about him if we want.
Yeah, because
he's a lame dick.
He changed it he changed the law to have unlimited terms. But before it was two terms you could have.
It's always two.
Yeah, it's been
and as soon as he got in,
it still is. But
as soon as he got in, he was like, no, let's go ahead and change it because I'm such a fucking awesome person.
Stephen really hates Rick Perry, and I
think most Texans do.
Yes, I am a member of the Texans Against Rick Perry.
And now that he's run for president, everyone can see what a fucking moron he is. We're like, sorry, that's us. That's our gov.
That's
the Board of Education here in Texas is a
good
fucking joke.
Yeah.
And the guy that runs it up, whose name escapes me for the moment, I'm sorry. I think it's ironic that I can't remember his name since this motherfucker probably is not up on names of history either. But I mean, this is a motherfucker that is fighting to. This is one of the reasons textbooks, now have to teach creationism and evolution in the same breath, which is fucking ridiculous, if you ask me. Fucking ridiculous. I don't care if you're out there listening to this and you think I'm a cold bastard for saying it. It's fucking ridiculous. The two subjects do not belong in the same book, and one of them, creationism, should not be fucking taught any more than we should teach Scientology.
This is true.
But anyway, that's that shit. But this, I mean, they're actually, some from history textbooks, they're pulling for Thomas Jefferson to be stricken from the reference books. And this motherfucker's arguing how, well, Thomas Jefferson was a conservative Christian. Like, no, he was not. Thomas Jefferson
is a slut.
He was, well, and he wasn't a conservative Christian. He was, what's that?
Wasn't he an atheist?
He was, he may have, I don't know if he ever called himself an atheist, but he certainly was an agnostic. He was not. He did not align himself to any particular view on Christianity. Did not, and was one of the staunchest voices for church and the separation of church and state. Actually, wrote and published his own version of the Bible with all the supernatural shit taken out, so that it was just a sort of moral stories of how to be a good person.
Wasn't it
and
like
not
6
a dick.
pages or something?
It was very short. It was very short, but I mean that's
It was
so
more
Thomas
of a
Jefferson.
pamphlet.
But this same guy that's saying that Thomas Jefferson was conservative Christian and whatever is also like quoted as having said on the subject of creationism and evolution, saying things like, well, all these scientific experts, blah 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 blah. Someone needs to stand up to the experts.
Because
what the fuck? Really? Are you so beyond irony that you cannot hear how fucking moronic you sound saying that? Someone has to stand up to the people that know shit. Because those of us that don't know shit are getting tired of being told we don't know shit. That's all that fucking means. And he's too stupid to know that that's what he's saying. Like, dude, yeah, I can't think of anyone that should be taken down a few notches than fucking experts.
Yeah, that guy with a PhD that fucking wrote a book.
Goddamn people that know shit.
PhD, they'd say,
that's what's wrong with this world. People know too much shit. We gotta do something about all them people that know stuff.
All the letters after their name? The fuck?
kind of last name is comma PH.D.
Isn't that the sound a vagina makes?
You said virgina?
Yeah, virgina.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to a lighter topic.
Sorry, got a political. It fucking makes me angry.
I think we do like try to, for the most part, steer away from it. But it's bottle episode, I think.
Every now and again, I'll get off on a tear because I just can't keep it.
Every now and then.
Every now and again. Every now and then.
Turn around?
Nope. See, every now and then doesn't work.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god. Okay, so
turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit low and I turn myself. Fuck you, Bonnie Hunt. No, I actually found out that it also happens with closing time. The semisonic version is a one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey.
Oh yeah.
And,
you don't have to go home, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah. And I by semisonic, and I didn't realize that, but it's also My Girl Wants to Party All the Time. I will sing if I'm just bored, which Joel pointed out because I've been recording a lot with him, but like if they're placing something and they've got the mic off and I'm just like, my girl wants to party all the but if I do it in Mike's booth, he'll shut me down real quick. He'll just be like, no, you are not leaving that in this booth. No. Because he's the same as me. Mike will get something stuck in his head pretty quick.
Oh my god.
Nope, doesn't work. It does not work nope.
Turn round.
Turn round.
Turn round.
No. Doesn't work.
I guess it
no, because somebody tried to send it to me via Facebook. I think it was a fan, and I'm like, it really doesn't work if I just read it. Like someone's got to say it. Got to say turn around.
Oh, see, so androids now or robots are second-class citizens.
Yeah,
they don't count as sentient
Isaac
beings.
Asimov.
So they don't count as sentient beings. Yeah, look it up, motherfuckers. Isaac Asimov, real guy, real person.
You should be very thankful to him.
Yes, you should.
Yeah. Okay. I've got some questions on Twitter.
Oh, that's right.
But actually, I'll have Tatum look at the paper questions because he can't look at my Twitter. But I'll ask a question.
I'm not allowed to see your Twitter.
No, not anymore. Not after that one night. If you weren't
I've seen
gay
enough.
before.
I've seen quite enough.
I solidified his gayness. There you go. Let me see. This is from Steve on Twitter. You should follow him. He's amazing. It's upsetting me.
Zoe does not
Sound
like
like a vacuum.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this is from Steve. Question for TAS. If you were the cast of a fighting game, what would be your signature attacks, weapons, taunts, etc.? That's a good question.
My signature attack, taunt, weapon. I think, I don't know. God, that's a
good one.
I want to be creative about this.
Steven's like, oh, yes.
I want to have really long, beautiful, lustrous hair that I can
like
use as a
Sindel,
weapon.
just
Yeah.
whip it.
I totally want to have hair I can use as like a cat of nine tails. And that'd be my weapon. My signature move would be, I don't know, with my hair. My signature move would be maybe I twist the person I'm fighting into a braid. Oh, that's fun.
Like a pretzel.
Yeah, and my taunt? I don't know. It'd be something really arrogant and gay.
Literally gay.
Yeah, literally gay. Like I pull my dick out and start slapping their face with it. I don't know. I mean, that would really rile most
Where's
fighters,
that
right?
video game?
I know. Where is that video game? Exactly. Where?
Seriously, how can it get better if we do not have...
How can we not get back? How? We need that representation.
Leisure Suit Larry.
That's what I'm going to do. Ritz the cat. That would be my signature move.
Taunting...
Or what was I doing to Colleen the other day where I was like,
Oh, it's supposed to be the sound, because, like, I learned that, like, in Foley class, that, like, how you can just make body sounds by just moving your hands away, and one is, it sounds like balls against ass, and it's, or no, but we cupped it more, and we made it, it's kind of like a golf clap, but slower.
Well, depends on how fast
Or
you go.
no, but then, no, Tatum, you drag it a little. Breaking new ground, dude.
My hands are so dry. I need to get some lotion on them.
gotta spit on it.
I have lotion.
Oh my god. Okay,
Okay,
what's your signature move?
Signature move would be
Is
an
it teabagging?
uppercut followed by a flying kick. There you go.
What's your weapon of choice?
Staff. I love fighting with a staff.
Staff. All right.
I guess, yeah.
What would your signature taunt be?
Something about talking about how amazing their mother is.
You just
But
you
really
start calling-
complimenting.
you start-
Your mother's a really nice lady.
Oh no, not like it's like your mother really knows how to give great head. Like
If
that's
you know what I mean. Go, dude, that didn't require it. If you know what I mean.
you know what I
No, I don't. I need a visual aid.
If you know what I'm
Well, here's
saying
some
and doing this,
friction.
yeah. No, Steven.
I would have to say a
This is an
Shaolin.
actual fighter, dude.
Yeah, I would have to say a Shaolin broadsword. So I'm a fan of Shaolin.
Go on.
Anything, I guess cutting the head off, like just decapitation with the sword, simple. And my taunt would be holding my belly, pointing, and laughing.
I've
Like
changed.
Santa?
Yes.
You want...
That's hilarious. I think I'm going to change my taunt from dick slapping their forehead, which seems a bit extreme. I mean, that seems like I'm wasting a perfectly good fight.
That's
move,
You can call it
Friday night.
rope-a-dope.
you know. But I mean, that would be a fight move. Like I shouldn't waste a perfectly that would be a fight move. That's a chance to do some damage. Why would I waste a taunt on that on a taunt? Really, I think I'm just going to show them pictures of vacations.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'll have like a slideshow projector, and my taunt will be like, "Look at this! Here's
This is
the grain
Carousel
silo.
One.
Yeah, here's the grain
Carousel
silo
One.
outside of Kansas City." And
Make it stop. Just kill me.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have a question. This is another one of them hypotheticals. Hypotheticals.
Stethoscope?
No.
What?
Speculum.
Strep throat?
Uvula.
Herpes.
Spectrotomy?
Gastronomy.
Astronomical.
Deuteronomy?
Doo-doo butter.
I can't believe it is butter.
It's not butter.
That is definitely not butter.
It's butter of a kind.
That is definitely not butter.
It was butter. I'm going to make a pun. I can't believe this was butter. Like
Duck butter.
at some
Duck butter.
Duck butter.
That actually sounds really good.
That's panty pudding.
Oh, never mind. Now it doesn't sound good anymore. Penny pudding.
It's like fermented cheese.
DNA flan.
So we have a question.
We do have a question. It's from Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hi.
You're only able to listen to 5 songs for the rest of the year. What songs would they be? You may say why as well if you feel compelled to, and no more than 5, I'm sorry. No, I take that back. I'm not sorry whatsoever. 5 songs, only 5 songs to choose from for the rest of the year.
There's some classics. There's Pastime Paradise by Stevie Wonder. I can listen to that all day long. Bang Bang by, or Bang, is it just Bang or Bang Bang? By Nancy Sinatra.
Bang Bang, I think.
I think you're right. I think I'm right. Rumor Has It by Adele.
Oh, yes. Fuck yes.
Let me see. What else? Pretty much Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. And oh my god, what's the name of it?
How's it go?
No, it's
Turn around?
No. But every now and then I get a little bit low. I have to turn myself around.
It's like magic.
The card game?
No.
No, the song from Ghostbusters.
Okay, I get one more. And I don't remember. It's by Radiohead.
Is it OK Computer?
No.
Paranoid Android?
No.
Hello, OK Computer is the album.
Yeah.
Is it from OK Computer?
No. It's
Earlier, later?
later.
Later.
Okay, so fuck that Radiohead song. Tear You Apart by She Wants Revenge. I'll do that.
Nice. Do you have any?
You're really into a lot of industrial.
Yeah.
Skinny Puppy's on there somewhere. I know.
Skinny Puppy would be Warlock from Skinny Puppy.
Fuck yeah.
Frozen Sky by Kevin Key, who is also the keyboardist keyboardist / drummer of Skinny Puppy.
Yeah.
Walk Like a Zombie by the Horror Pops. Halbe Mensch by Einstürzen den Neubauten.
Oh, wow. Wow. That brings me back. Holy shit. Strategies against architecture.
Yes.
Fuck, I love those guys.
And what is it? Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
We're amazing.
You are amazing people. Kenny Loggins. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like,
John Lithgow's children's songs. No, I'm kidding. I would be, let's see, there's one song, one of my absolute favorite songs, and I would probably be listening to it all year anyway. It's the Rufus Wainwright song. He's one of my favorite singer-songwriters. And
it's good.
He's got at least a dozen of his songs are my favorites, but
that tone.
He's really unique, and he's really brilliant, and he's so fucking cute. But he's just a good, very profound lyric writer. I love the song Go or Go Ahead, which is fucking brilliant. Like, that song is such a little mini opera. Radiohead, I'd probably go with Paranoid Android because I fucking love that song. I've mentioned that before on the show. It's like one of my favorite songs. And
yeah, because we talked about albums.
It's one of my all-time favorite albums. And if I couldn't go a year without hearing it, so it would have to be on that list. Adele, like, there's like 4 songs I could choose from Adele.
The names of them?
I'm trying to think. Rumor Has It is one of my favorites, but you already chose that because that's a great song.
Just an attitude.
There is the...
That's Adele. I love it.
I just learned how to say Adele's name. I always thought it was
he went,
Adelaide.
hey, we should get that
Well, I thought it was Adelaide too, and then Josh and I both thought it was Adelaide. He discovered her first among the two of us, and he was like, "Oh, it's this girl named Adelaide. She's really, really good." So we called it Adelaide, but it's just
Her tone's gotten a little lower since the surgery. It's still amazing.
Yeah, no, she's still amazing. She's got that wonderful bluesy voice, which is just fucking spectacular. You cannot fake that shit.
I would divorce you just to marry that woman for her voice.
I would do
Let's move to one of those states. One of those few states we can get married in.
So I would any song from Adele, any fucking song from that album would actually work.
From 21?
From 21, yeah. And
19's not bad either. I have 19 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's very good. She's a fucking great performer.
21, she'd hit more of her stride, I guess, in her voice. But yeah.
What else? I have two more songs I need to choose, don't I? Let's see.
Okay, what do you have so far? You have Radiohead, you have Adele.
I have Adele,
and
Rufus Wainwright, and Radiohead. Pulp, I would probably choose the song The Trees. I fucking love that song. It's just a bizarre little song, but it's a great... No, I take that back. From that same album, it would be, which is We Love Life by Pulp, I would choose Here Comes the Sun. Which is not the same song as the Beatles. It's not a cover. It's just their own thing, and it's a really fucking amazing song. What else?
You have one more.
I have one more. It's so hard to choose. I'm trying not to go classical because that's always what I do. And I'm like, yeah.
It's an easy place to go to.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's always like, well, I want to go with that, but it's so cliched. I think I would choose... That's the cutest fucking thing in the world, by the way.
My dog's asleep.
Dog is totally asleep and just kind of smushed up against Steven's thigh.
Oh, yeah. Steven's here. We don't exist. That's...
That is his fucking dog.
I love you too, Zoe.
What would I choose? Favorite song? I don't know. God damn it. It's so hard. It would be another Rufus Wainwright song, and I feel unfair.
Pick another Rufus Wainwright.
April Fool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
which
good.
is one of my all-time favorite songs.
I think I'm just partial to Goodnight, Sweetheart, because that was the first song I ever heard of his. And Hallelujah. Actually, Hallelujah was first, but yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. I take back my last choice, and I just remembered Jeff Buckley.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck yeah, Jeff Buckley. I would his version of Hallelujah is my all-time favorite.
If you don't know who Jeff Buckley is, check it out.
Yeah, Jeff Buckley is a very tragic story, but he's one of my all-time favorite singers.
Seriously,
ever.
Look him up.
He was,
not just on Wikipedia, because people can edit.
Yeah, no, Jeff Buckley was a great singer-songwriter with an unbelievable voice. Only put out one album before he tragically drowned. Mm-hmm. And like the album came out after he died. The album's name is Grace. And there's some posthumous albums that came out afterwards of him, like just doing scratch recordings in studio, mucking around. But his only really fully produced album, Grace, is one of the greatest fucking albums of all time, in my opinion. In my not so humble opinion.
The actor that played Gomer Pyle has a really good singing voice.
Oh, what's his name?
Jim Nabors?
Yeah.
Jim Nabors, yeah.
He did. He really did.
He's famous for he was an operatically trained singer.
Yeah.
He put out a bunch of gospel albums too in the 50s or the 60s and 70s.
My vocal coach was an opera singer for like 15 years, and he's like, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, literally could not do it.
You can't. I mean, the opera singers usually...
which I just think it's so funny. He's like, I guess I'm going to do voiceover now. Like, I just find that interesting. Okay. This is from... This is from
like lazy afternoon.
It is. It's very laid back.
We're like on a.
Well, also the furniture totally helps too. Not to say that like when other people that aren't just the three of us are here.
Yeah, and it is just us because we're so comfortable with each other.
It's not just that. It's not to say like when like Leah was on, we were just like, oh my God, Leah Clark's here. It was just the setup was different. It's a lot more relaxed now.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Rachel R. It's from Rachel R. Off of Twitter. If you could each have a Knight Rider style personal assistant built into your car, whose voice would you want it to have? That's
a great question. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know what sounds. I I would want something really annoying and wacky.
Are you kidding me?
No, just because I think it'd be hilarious. Like I want a voice that's like, turn left ahead now. Like I want. So
you'd want my voice?
I want Mr. Mooney's voice
Tell
to
him
be.
Tell him to do something that a GPS would do.
Turn left here. No.
I would never.
Oh, Zoe does not.
I would never get lost. Ever. I could hear that voice over
You wouldn't even
the
need
roar
a
of the
MP3 player.
No. I would love that.
What if it was like a very vulgar one? Fucking turn left now.
Even
You
better.
better stop.
Even better.
You better stop, you fucking asshole.
Why are you like the nervous guy in any horror movies? I don't like this guy. No, you're Shaggy. He sounds like Shaggy.
He's Matthew Lillard and everything.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, but that would I want my Knight Rider assistant to sound like that. To sound like that and to be abusive, abrasive, shitty. I think it'd be hysterical.
Maybe it's just nostalgic, but I would actually want the actual Knight Rider. I would actually.
You'd want
I
Kit.
know him better as Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd want him. I loved him. That was the only reason I started watching Boy Meets World, because I knew he was the voice of Kit.
Who's the voice actor for Goliath? And the
Keith David.
Yeah, I would want Goliath.
I love Goliath from Gargoyles, the Disney show.
Oh, I haven't seen that
He
in
was
so
in
long.
Requiem for a Dream. He does a lot of VO. He does a lot of narration too, but he was in Requiem for a Dream as the drug dealer that Jennifer Connelly goes to see.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh my God, he's got a great voice.
I would like him.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
an awesome
He played
voice.
Goliath in Gargoyles, and he's I think he's done a lot of cartoons too. But
Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome.
that or Will Friedle, because
Maybe Vincent Price. I could get Vincent Price to do it.
Ooh, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee would be too intimidating. Tom Baker. Motherfucking Tom Baker can be my GPS.
You have to pick one. Pick one.
No.
Pick one.
Why can't I have
You
a
can
GPS?
have options?
Why
Okay.
can't I have options? I want options.
All right, but yeah, no. That.
No, I'm still going to go with Stephen's
Actually, if
voice.
it was a chick, I'd want Sigourney Weaver. I love that man. I love that man.
You love that man voice.
No, because we were watching Cabin in the Woods, and you hear her voiceover, and I looked at Alexis. I'm like, it's Sigourney Weaver. Oh, I love her voice.
Cabin in the Woods is so good.
I need to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
So
It's Joss Whedon.
Yeah, so it's bound to be awesome.
Yeah.
fucking good and underrated. Some people, like me and Alexis, were like, yes, and other people were like, I can't believe you liked it.
Yeah, I was talking to Brina.
Because it wasn't made for you, dumbass. That's
talking to
why.
Brina about it, and she was saying that her and Paul were the only ones laughing at some points in the movie because other people just didn't get his humor.
Well, no, then that's what it was. Like the opening credits, it's like this most mundane thing, and then the credits, and it's hilarious. Me and Alexis are like, but of course it's me and Alexis, so we're really annoying to the other people in our group.
Not as annoying as that asshole that kept on fucking talking.
Well, yeah, but you told on him.
I did.
Told on him good. Waitress,
You
can
told on him.
Well, yeah, because
I just love how I'm telling.
in my older age,
just beat
I'm
those people up.
having other people communicate to the assholes. Because it's just
You have
easier
people
that
for
way.
that.
I have people for that. It's easier that way. I don't get into so many fights now, and
I'll get there one day.
I'm finding the whole mouth filter barrier going away, so it's very hard for me to.
Oh, I'm getting so much worse. I'm getting so much worse than I used to be.
Like people out in public, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I get very overly articulate, but because I'm trying not to cuss, and I'm like, well, madam, and just very, and it just gets to where it's just,
That's why I love being with
kindly
Mike.
shut the fuck up.
That's why I love being with Mike McFarlane when I was in Chicago, or because there's many times where Mike is like me in the respect when if someone around him is being a dick, even if it's a complete stranger, he will say something, and he will not be nice about it. I mean, he won't try to pick a fight, but he'll be like,
No, he says it very matter of fact.
yeah, he's like, what's the problem? What are you doing? What's wrong? What are you doing? What's going on here? Why are you doing that? And he'll say it to a complete stranger, and if the person doesn't give him a shit, he'll be like, all right. And I'm kind of the same way. So like we're doing this together in Chicago. It's hilarious. Trying to cross the street and someone's standing in your way. You're like, excuse me, you're being a wall. Thank you. And then we're just gonna walk by. And the person's like, well, fuck you. We're like, no, fuck you.
No,
Just
fuck
hilarious.
you.
But anyway, so what we just talked about. This is a good segue into the next question I've got here. It comes from Sierra.
Hello, Sierra.
This is a good question. Requires a little bit of thought, I think. What do you think makes a sexy voice? And who do you think has the sexiest voice out of everyone you've ever met?
ever met.
Also, would the sound of someone's voice ever be a factor in their overall attractiveness, and could it turn you on or off to someone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That I've ever met, actually, would be, and I want to point out, I love both of your voices.
I know.
Yeah.
But you can't choose anyone in this room. That's too easy.
Yeah.
But,
Too easy, because we're just...
And I was just laughing at your answer of, oh, I know.
I know.
I know you love my voice.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
It's me.
I'm loving it a little less now.
I hate my voice. I hate the sound of it. I don't like... I hear it differently because I hear it through my own head, which is very
Well,
differently.
that's with everybody.
Yeah, and so I don't get it. I don't particularly like the sound of my own voice.
Side, like tangent, of course, but do you recall, like, when you first started, you just had this different idea of what you sounded like to
Very
when you started getting casted as something? You're like, I can't do that. And they're
Very
like, yes,
different
you
idea.
can.
And then hearing myself recorded later would be like, shit, that doesn't sound like me at all. It was weird. It took me a long time to get used to what my voice actually sounds like, and I don't.
That pretty much anybody does are just their voice, unless it's
pretty much. I mean, you may go a little higher, a little deeper, or whatever, but it's still essentially your normal voice.
The first things that I was getting, I'm like, I'm not high enough for this. Like, I have a very low voice, and they're like, no, you don't. No. I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, no, you have a mid-range at best. It's kind of high. I'm like, when did this happen?
What do you mean?
or if you upset me, it's like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah.
As glass breaks.
Sorry, Zoe.
She looked at you like
people that I've actually met, and I hadn't met him until he auditioned for Ride Back, and apparently everybody and their mom knew who he was. But Jason Douglas.
Oh, Jason Douglas plays Claude in Black Butler.
Well,
season
like we
2.
worked off of each other, and we work off each other a lot in this show that Joel and I are doing, and. The thing is I don't play someone that should really be attracted to him. It also is kind of hard. I'm like, but he's, I've even said it. I'm like, just, yeah. I want you to read me a story. But no, we'll do that, and then we'll do the second part of that question.
Sure.
Steven.
Who's the sexiest voice of anyone ever met?
It would be a girl. She's the lead singer of the Backsliders. I ran sound for them several years ago, and she's got a bluesy style of voice where it sounds like she drank nothing but glass and whiskey.
She's female Brian Massey.
Female Brian Massey, yes. And she just her
Ooh, that nice.
just her vocal style alone is fucking amazing. If you guys check her out or check the band out at the Backsliders, you'll hear it. It's fucking
badass. Of people I've met, I have to say that probably the sexiest voice I've ever heard belongs to Steve Bloom. Because his voice is just,
it's nice.
It's beautiful. It's got this really delicious tone to it. It's very deep. It's extremely resonant, but it has a kind of gravel to it. It has a weight to it that's just so. He would make a great blues singer. I'm convinced of this because he sounds. It's a voice that sounds like just experience. And I love it. I think it's an enormous voice. I could listen to him read fucking anything. So as far as kind of voice make or break someone's attractiveness.
God. Yes.
Have you ever like met someone that was really fucking hot and then they open their mouth and you're like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Really?
There are people, I don't know, you see someone and you kind of get an idea of what they'll probably sound like.
Sure.
Or just, it's not necessarily like, oh, they're not attractive now. It's, whoa, I was not fucking expecting that. Like I was ordering tea like years ago and this girl, was like my height, very in. She talked like this. And I was like, I'll have a green tea. She's like, do you want that hot or do you want it iced? And I went, she's like, well, I mean, it's pretty hot out. And I'm like, that's just the way you talk. Like that baffles me so, and it made her a little more adorable. Like sometimes also the voice can make you like if you're trying to get your point across and you're like, this is serious, you guys.
You can't help it. Like, no, it's not.
Different.
It's now not serious because you're saying it like that.
I would fuck you up
Because now you sound like like a My Little Pony. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's not so much. I mean, there have been every now and again I'll meet someone whose voice just irritates the fuck out of me, and it's not their fault. There are just certain things that I respond to that I'm like, I just cannot take this. It's not your fault. This is just how you speak. There's nothing you can do about it.
I have to go now.
But I have to leave. It's like there are some vocal styles or pitches of voice that are so offensive to my ear that it's like a bad odor. And I just have to leave the room or I feel like I'm suffocating. But normally it's I don't like excessively high-pitched voices. Mm-hmm. I just they grate on me, and it's not that I'm like, oh, you're a horrible person. It's just like, oh god, really really high pitched voices. I also don't like. There are two. It's not so much to do with the pitch or the tone of the voice as it is the style, the way with which they use it. There's one thing that a person can do that. There are two things. That a person can do that utterly turns me the fuck off. It doesn't matter how attractive they are. In fact, there's been one case where there was a guy who was phenomenally beautiful, and the moment he started speaking, I was like, I am not attracted to you anymore because of this. And it wasn't that his voice was unpleasant, it was that he finished everything with an upward inflection, like he was asking a question. That really drives me fucking crazy. I'm not sure why. It just really fucking does. I mean, everything like that. And it drives me nuts, and I think it makes you sound like an idiot. I hate that. Yeah. I also hate people that talk lazily. And I mean people that just kind of let their faces droop. And so they're kind of like, hey, well, I'm just going to be over here like this, that sort of voice where it's like the droopy voice. That drives me nuts. I'm like, use your fucking jaw.
Okay, we'll talk about what's attractive. But yeah, it's that or I dated a beautiful Scottish man. I did not realize, because we had met in a club, I didn't realize he was Scottish till we called each other, a couple days later, be like, yo, what's up? I'm like, oh my god, he's Scottish. I had no idea. And that made him a little hotter, be perfectly honest.
I do love accents. I do love accents.
But everything was a definitive statement. Or everything was a statement, not a question. It's, why do you think that is, huh? I'm like,
I command you to answer.
Like we were watching a zombie movie, of course, on a first date. And I went, she's a zombie. Her blood's coagulated. And he was like, coagulated, huh? Like everything was like, huh? Like, but it wasn't a question. It was like,
Just sort of a comment.
Like, yeah.
Interesting.
Stephen, what is unattractive about a voice?
High-pitched voice.
So if I talk like this for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, I would not
divorce
be
me.
Amused. I would not be amused. Yeah, there is a person that is of the XX chromosome that we all know that this person's voice makes me want to bash.
They're fun to work with.
They're fun to work with. I will not name the name
because you enjoy working with them.
Yeah,
well, I guess you don't.
And they're nice people.
Yeah, but I do not. I don't like the voice, and it makes me want to bash the fucking skull in with a crowbar.
Specifically a crowbar.
Specifically a crowbar.
Has to be a crowbar.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Nothing else will do.
No. Mm-hmm. So high-pitched voice like that, yeah. And the what you were talking about earlier about how you kind of have a perception of how a voice would sound out of somebody. That reminded me of when we went to the haunted house grounds or whatever it was with Tia and Mike.
Yeah. And my god.
And we met this little person dressed up as a doll, like a little wind-up doll.
And Tia wanted. She's like, oh
Tia wanted a picture, and she was just like, yeah, give me a second, honey. Let me go smoke a cigarette. And it was.
But Tia went, oh.
Yeah. It was like a small version of Wendy Powell.
Wendy's voice isn't that low. It can get that low, especially when she's being seriously, ridiculously outlandish. She'd just be like, it's really fun.
It's so funny.
Things you like about a voice.
I like certain accents. I think my favorite accent is in the world. There is nothing to me like British Indian. There's a woman that does BBC America, not BBC America, but rather BBC on the radio, who's a correspondent, correspondent reporter who has this wonderful deep tone, and she has that accent, and I fucking love it. I think that's my favorite accent in the world is sort of British Indian, I guess. But yeah, accents generally, like I love Scottish, Irish, Welsh, all that kind of stuff. I mean, they're just anything exotic. Accents are just fun.
Accents are fun. They are.
I like people that speak very animatedly. They don't necessarily have to be very, like, they don't have to use their hands a lot like I tend to, but I love a voice that will kind of just run the gamut. I love a voice that will kind of go up and then down, and then, I love someone who just really, like, it lets their range just explode while they're talking and telling a good story. I find that to be a very compelling speaker, and it makes me very attracted to them. Someone who's a very compelling speaker.
Well, there was, when Daria first came out, like, all my girlfriends that, like, all of us kind of identified with Daria, of course, because, she's an outsider and stuff like that. We were watching that, and that's when I started kind of realizing, I really like, the aspect of, like, voice acting and things like that. Trent was on, and Trent's her crush or whatever, and of course we all had a cartoon crush on Trent. And then we saw the actor that voiced him, and we're like, doesn't look like Trent, that's for fuck sure. But then I saw an interview with him, and he did the voice, and he got lower, and I went, crap, like, that's working on me. Like, just because it's that nice, low, subtle, hi, how's it going? And that's a big thing with me. The lower the voice, and it can be like the most, like, hey, thanks for coming in today. It was really nice meeting you. And I'll just be like, you're so welcome. You are so welcome, sir. I love that. But also, I love that with women, too. Like, I tend to, like, really pay attention when, like, let's say, she doesn't really have a low voice, but she's got this rasp in her voice. Stephanie Young.
Oh, yeah. That's another one of my favorite voices.
She's got a good voice.
She's got a great voice.
But yeah, I go for the raspy. And as far as, accents on, I don't say, oh, you have an accent. Awesome. It's dangerous being around me, though, because I'll pick it up. And I think you identify with that, too. But a lot of Middle Eastern people, I can't help. I'm like studying their lips, and just, like, I just find the way that they inflect words, and just, it's beautiful, beautiful accent, and just language, several languages, of course, but like my friend, Karamjit, we called her Carmen because we were lazy. Her father, like, came to pick her up, and we were just like, like, very, it's amazing. I love accents, but particularly Middle Eastern, and of course English, of course.
British.
I think my favorite accent would be of Native Americans, the way they speak, and specifically it's very subtle. And growing up and being around different tribes, they each have their own way of the accent, and specifically Navajo and Crow are like my two favorite.
That's really cool.
Something you don't really hear that often. I like that. And what else? What else is attractive about a voice?
The raspy, like the low, like rumble, like chest rumble.
So let's say this is for all of us, and it did hint at that in the question, see someone that definitely isn't your type. Let's say that. Not necessarily unattractive, but the voice is there. Do they become more attractive?
Yes.
Yes.
There have been numerous occasions where someone that I would not have looked twice at, I hear them speak, and suddenly I'm like, you are attractive now. Wow. And it makes me look at them differently. It literally makes me go, you know what? You are cute. I don't know why I didn't see that before. What was I thinking?
First impressions are bullshit.
It's happened a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
We are so laid back. It's so funny. What time is it? Have we been going for like 5 hours now?
No, it's 5:17.
Okay.
Right now. I think we've been going for a while. Closing remarks. Thanks for everybody who submitted questions. I know it's very last minute.
Thank you, and thanks for putting up with us now. We just didn't want to like be apart for a month.
No.
A whole month and not do a show.
No, so, and in May we'll have amazing mix engineer Neil Malley.
Yes,
And
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Our June guest will be announced on Monday.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yay.
Steven,
Bye, everybody.
Steven, closing remarks.
Oh, wait.
Asshole, I can't do that.
Just gonna.
I can't do it.
keep
I can't do
flicking
it.
your cheek.
Well, and I know how to do it. See, I can't. It sounds so fake when I do it. God damn it.